Hello, my fellow musicians. I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to give you a quick heads up on what I'm working on. Planning to get to our next milestone of 5,000 subscribers. As soon as we're able to do that, I'm going to be able to roll out this mini producer drum machine. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for those who are just trying to get their foot into the creative world, doing things beyond just using AI as a prompt generator. This is where you can test your creative skills. So the way it works is you select either a kick, a snare, a clap, a hi-hat, or watch this. You know I love my chords. Well, I have chords that you can select. So assuming you select a progression that goes from a C, at some point an E minor, at some point an F, and some point a G. And all this is on the key of C because you can select which key you're on to trigger those chords. And let's say it goes from a G to an A minor, and then quickly back to a G. And then you put in just the hi-hat. Let's say you got all these hi-hats, right? All of these are hi-hats. Let's check it out. Now, the cool thing about this little gadget that I'm working on is you're also going to be able to record everything that you do on this machine, this virtual drum machine. I know for many of you, you got higher end gear. You got to remember this is for the little guy, the little girl who's just trying to get their foot into the world of creativity using sequencing and having all that, that thought process going, because I know a lot of people, they want to think like a producer, but they don't have the tools, and the tools can be pricey. You get what I'm saying? So, I understand the limitations, and that's what this caters to. So let's again go into our play mode. This time we're going to record. We're going to take it down a little bit. You can also adjust the tempo. And let's go to one of my favorite keys, the key of A. The cool thing is you've got the diatonic chord notations here. So you got A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. You know what I mean? Like you got for every scale, every key, you got the scale and the chords that fit that scale. So in the key of A, it's A, B minor, C sharp minor, D, E, F sharp minor, G sharp, diminished. And you know, on philc.net, I have videos that explain the theory. So even if you don't know the theory, just have fun with it, all right? So let's go back to play. This time we're going to hit record. All right, so we're going to play and record. So record, play. Everything we're doing is being recorded now. Let's have fun filling in some of these things. Okay. You can even look at it as being mathematical. And when you're done, you can go ahead and hit stop. Stop. All right. So everything that we played on this little drum machine, virtual drum machine, which I call the Phil's Mini Producer, you can now download your beat. Isn't that cool? So you can download what you've done. You can open it up. And here's the file of what we just did. Everything we did was recorded. All right. So now, not only have you created a beat, you have generated audio. For those of you who are going to be going into this when we put it out, I'm excited to see what you'll do with it, because you can take your audio recording. So the recording is going to be saved to a format that you can open up. So the next step will be to take your WebM file, bring it into Suno, hit save. Let's do a cover of it. And at this point, you could either add vocals. So I have these vocals that were incidentally in here from a previous run. I could leave those vocals in there. And for my style, I'm just going to let this give me a prompt for what I fed it. So the piece is an instrumental track featuring a driving electronic drum beat. So I'm just going to leave all of this, and I'm just going to say, let's actually do two things. Let's try instrumental only. Say clean modern instrumental vibe track with sax as lead. Okay, now I want to show you the power of this thing that I'm giving all of our subscribers at 5,000, because once you've got this, you just crank up your audio to 100, you crank up your style influence to about 80, you leave weirdness in the middle, and we're just going to say Phil's Beat Machine. All you do is hit create, and the moment you hit create, you have just transformed all that work that you did in that drum machine. You have transformed your idea into a final product, and this will give you a lot more satisfaction as a creator, trust me, because you can also go a step further and put in words. See that? And then you can also prompt with the words, and you're just getting more and more mileage out of whatever you're doing. Check this out. Let's play it. This is the instrumental version. So that's the very first track, and the options are endless because you can actually come in here. You can do a number of things. When you go to philc.net, my website, you can also prompt for vocals. So let's say you choose something hip hop. Let's say you want trap. You hit generate prompt. Then you've got this. You go back in here to the beat that you generated using my beat machine, and you put this into styles. Okay, let's rename this just to make sure you're keeping track. I'll just say trap machine. So we did a number of things, right? We went in here, we got the vocals. The vocals, we said they're drenched in reverb, but that's okay. I mean, it can interpret it however it likes. But we got the genre, we got the subgenre, we got the vocals characterized. So when you come in here, you're getting a crazy, let's hit create. You are getting a crazy goulash. You are now becoming like your buddy Phil, a scientist, a musical scientist that is going beyond mere prompts. You see, my goal is to empower you as a musician in the making, or maybe you're already a musician, to be able to take your generated ideas so that we cut down on how much influence is being generated by just a tool. I want you to be the generator of the influence by prompting it with chord progressions, with beats, with ideas. That's where we're going on this channel. So anyway, check out the trap machine. Let's just jump ahead a few and get into the trap machine. Check this out. 55 seconds.
Bending space and time. Suno is my playtime. now the world is mine.
And that's just like an opening, but I want you to get that you now have tools that you can use to prompt even the vocals as well as the music. And you have audio that can prompt the music. Check this out. So all of this is for the joy of experimenting. But what I need you to help me do, smash the like button on this video, subscribe, because I know that there's roughly 100,000 of you, roughly 100,000+ of you that are watching these videos, because I get the reports and you're not subscribing. I need you. Help me subscribe, and I will be bringing you more and more stuff. As I've always told you, I am all about the democratization of music. Like right over here, we have the World Music Generator, which I know people are using, and it's killing their tracks, like giving them killer tracks. We got the Vocal Designer. We got the Environment Creator. All of these are free. They're all free. So I need you to help me to keep creating free stuff. The next thing, like I said, is this. This is what I have for the 5,000 subscribers, right? As soon as we hit 5,000, I'm going to make sure this thing is rolled out. I'm also going to be rolling out additional bells and whistles that can help the layman, you know, the little guy who's just discovering Suno. I don't want you to go break the bank buying drum machines and stuff. I know some of you accomplished musicians, it's easy, you have this, but not everyone has this. And hopefully this can bring joy, you know, to some of you who don't have those machines. You can create all day long, and then you can download. Imagine you can record and download your beats. So help me smash the like button, and let's get to 5,000. Thank you very much. I'll see you there at that milestone. Bye for now.